Two Punch! What's up, guys? I'm Blaster here. And don't worry, there's no two punches. This is not a two-punch review. This is still one punch, if you guys are wondering. But I was just saying two punch because this is episode 2's review of One Punch. Because if you watch my last review of episode 1, One Punch, episode 1 of One Punch, which I did 3 weeks ago. But if you guys have been keeping up with the channel and you saw my last video, channel update video, where I talked about that I've been gone because of a reason, and if you want to know what that reason is, then go watch that video, because it is pretty serious stuff. That's why I've been gone. So that's why it took me 3 weeks to get this episode 2's review. Otherwise, I've probably done it like last week or something at least. And yeah, anyways, forget about that. Now I'm back, so I'm gonna do the review anyway. So this episode doesn't really kind of start off, off where the last episode left, because I didn't really see any connection. But I'm not saying this. I'm pretty sure this is. I'm 100% sure this is not one of those animes where the last episode doesn't have anything to do with the previous episode. It doesn't even have anything like shows like Tom and Jerry that we all used to watch. All those children's shows. I'm talking. I know this has to relate because these kind of animes always have to relate because there's a story that's developing. So it had to do with the last episode, but it built it on his character. But I'm just saying it didn't take right off, where. But I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around the period of episode 1, maybe some days after that. So anyway, we start off with Saitama, and we get to know more of him, and we actually get to know he's really speedy because there's on the news, there's these people, the news guys, they're talking about that there's another threat that's going around the town, and this time it's bunch of mosquitoes. Yes, mosquitoes. We gotta all hate them. They are pretty annoying. So that was pretty funny. And the mosquitoes go around and they're terrorizing the city, drinking everyone's blood, sucking them. And Saitama is kind of like, oh, really, man? Another one? He's like, when will the evil end? He's kind of like, oh, really? So he doesn't really have any opinion on that. He's just like, whatever. So, but then a mosquito actually comes to his house, and then he tries to get it. But it's pretty funny because he tries to get it, and he's the One Punch Man. He's so strong and fast. Actually, I gotta say, he's pretty fast. In episode 1, we didn't get to see that much of him, but we got to see his strength. But I didn't know he was this fast. I should have known because of how much training he's done. He's really fast, man. He was right behind the mosquito, and on the other hand, he was on top of it. But still, the mosquito even escaped the One Punch Man Saitama. It even escaped him, and that actually got him interested. And he got so frustrated, he kept going after it. And on the other hand, we had this other guy, some street gangster, going on and stealing stuff because all the other citizens have left because of the mosquitoes. And he's like, "This is my chance." And then suddenly, this big hurl of mosquitoes come and they get him, and then they just suck the blood out of him. And again, One Punch is pretty wild, so if you're a kid, like I said in my last review, don't watch it. It is pretty wild because when they suck his blood up, it's pretty damn violent. So if you're a kid, don't watch it. But if you're not, then keep watching this review. Come on, let's enjoy this, because I've only watched episode 1 and now 2, and I'm really digging this. Like I said, and the fight, we get to actually see them fight, because those mosquitoes, we found out, are being controlled by this woman, and I like to call her the Mosquito Woman. And she's this woman that is controlling the mosquitoes and making them bring blood for her, and she gets stronger with bringing the blood. And then this is where this really gets interested. If you saw the title of the episode, if you watch One Punch episode 1, and they tell you at the end what's going to be the next episode. And this episode 2, is called The Loner Cyber. Is this the Loner Cyber? I think. Cyber Wolf, something like that, and his name is Gemos or something like that. Sorry for not pronouncing it right, Gemos, but he looks pretty cool, man. He looks badass, and he goes and fights this evil. It looks like he's pretty a good guy, and then he's fighting the evil woman, but he does really good. He beats her up first, but then she gets the upper hand because she gets stronger and sucking blood, and she tears him. She's like beating this guy to his death, man. She's like beating the crap out of him after she gets stronger, and she's like, look how strong I've got him, and are you done? Just when he's about to get killed, he's about to self-destruct himself, but Saitama comes in because he's apparently hanging around trying to catch the mosquito, and he sees this, and he comes in and saves the guy, and there it is, and just one punch, and of course the woman's dead. And then this guy actually gets impressed by Saitama. He's like, wait, that was just freaking awesome, man. I want to become your student. And he goes to Saitama, and he goes to Saitama's house, and he, asks him if I want to be student. He tells his background, and this Gemos guy is actually this 19-year-old who used to be a human, but now he's like a human and a robot, mostly robot. And when he was 15, like 4 years ago, his town got destroyed, and there was a cyborg which destroyed his town. And since then, he's been, trying to hunt this cyborg down, and he's got surgery and got it, he's got made into what it is by some doctor. I don't know the doctor's name, and he mentioned that doctor a lot because that's probably the guy who made him into this. So he's been trying to hunt the cyber down. He's like, I need to get stronger so I can, keep doing this business and try to find the cyborg one day. And that's why he trains by Saitama, and he keeps training and training. He's like, I want to keep training and become stronger. And then we find out that all this mosquito and all the mosquito woman actually wasn't the one truly behind this. I mean, she was the one who was controlling the mosquitoes, but she wasn't the one who was truly behind this. Behind all of this is this crazy scientist. We actually get to see a little bit of him. He's the one with the glasses. He's this guy with the glasses, and he has crazy servants with him because all scientific crazy guys in the animes always have that. And he's the one who's controlling all the bad guys, like this mosquito woman, like that I like to call mosquito woman. He's the one who sended her, and he's like, she failed, but no worries, we have more guys. And he sends more guys, yes. And the common Gemos tries to impress Saitama by showing how strong he is, but Saitama doesn't even give him the chance, and he beats those guys, all the bad guys that come his way, just with one punch. And and then Gemos is like, okay, I was gonna do it, but fine, master. Oh yeah, and Saitama doesn't really like the way he is. Gemos, calls him master and all. He's like, I don't really want to be called master or anything. But still, he's like, but in the end, Saitama does say, okay, I'll make you my student, but this is gonna be hard. Are you ready? And like any other, disciple, he's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm ready. I want to do this. And there we go. That's pretty much it. At the end, they beat all these other bad guys that come their way. And Gemos actually finds this guy who's, I don't know if he's really cyborg, but he's kind of like a cyborg. He's a monkey who's wearing cyborg clothes, and they have a lead to finding the crazy scientists, and maybe Gemos will even find, this cyborg he's actually looking for. And that's pretty much it. The episode ends with that, and them beating all the bad guys, and Saitama getting a new student with Gemos. Pretty excited. He looks pretty cool, and it's pretty cool that we're having another character now that's gonna be in with Saitama fighting. So I'm excited for episode 3. Get to see how their relation as being partner, like student and disciple, is gonna be. That's pretty much it, guys. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and if you want more One Punch content from this channel. And yeah, I guess next time I'll give you 3 punches. Just kidding, guys. Catch you down the punching adventure.